Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I don't know if it's going to be me or Johnny. We had an emergency, and we needed somebody to fill for a half hour. So I offered to do this little sketchbook flip. We'll see if anybody shows up. Oh, literally got out of bed and have had no coffee. So I am, sucking it up craze. I still haven't had coffee or anything, but I love you guys so much. I dragged my sorry ass out of bed. Alright, so for you, we'll just fill a half hour talking about art and we can look at some of my stuff. We'll go on the journey. We'll go on the journey from when I started drawing again. So, when I started drawing again, after not drawing for 20 some years, okay, whatever. Whatever. Alright, so when I started drawing for 20, I went and started doing some basic lessons. So I just started practicing, and this was after not drawing for about 20 years. I just picked up some pencils and started drawing again. So this is my first dog portrait that I did. What's the date? 2010. So that's when I started drawing again. Well, I did art in school, like all through high school, and I wanted to go to the Art Institute. And then, life happened, and I had 3 kids to take care of, and, I didn't have time or space to do a lot of it for a while. And then when my husband had to move up to Michigan for his job, and we were apart for 10 months, I was going crazy. So I didn't have a whole lot of money, but I had enough money for paper and pencil. And I just started drawing again. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this was an interesting thing. It's all just scribbles. It's all just like little scribbles. So I learned I just brushed up on some techniques. See these scribbles to create. It's just little circles to create textures. And so these are just like lessons that they gave you to learn. Oh, that's ugly. Ugly. Some stuff I was good at, some stuff I was not. So thanks guys. Look at you guys are so great. So thanks. And then this is just shading. And here's a first dog fur. Yes, I can draw. I keep telling people I can do stuff other than digital stuff. And you have to have some drawing skill to do what I do digitally. This is my first dog fur. There's a lesson in it. Studying body forms. Here's one of my first cats. Ooh, glare from the... Thanks, yes, meow. This is totally just cross-hash shading to create a form. So you just want to create a form out of no lines, nothing, just shading. So I just put myself through these little lessons of different textures and projects. I probably could. Here's another one of my first cats. I don't like that one. And I don't like this swan. I do, if you follow me. I usually have a sign, but if you follow me, I do scopes all the time of, I do a lot of digital on color. This is my attempt at caricature. I'm not that great at it. Oh, I don't even know what that is. or that. Yes, I follow all my followers because I really like to get to know everybody. So these are just practicing like different basic nose shapes and mouths. Okay, great. Awesome. Hope to get to know you better. Alright, so then I started getting into some more, and this was more about like the doing hair. It was just different lessons, practicing different stuff. And this is what practicing can do for you guys. If you look now, and even if you go look online at my Instagram, you can see how much I've come in just even the last 6 months. Probably, yeah. Just watch and learn, craze. You already have the talent. You don't have to learn that much. So this was a linear drawing. Some more portrait practice. These are old. Yep. This is all crosshatch shading. Once again, just back and forth crosshatch shading. So I kind of really like that one. The white paper is to help sort of keep it from smudging up against the other pages. Because it's graphite pencil, so it could get really smudgy. See, this is all just scribbles. Just sideways scribbles, and it makes a tree. It's just scribbling. And that's what you do when I sketch outside, because you don't have time and you can't really see all the details. You just want to get the forms and shapes. Alright. So here's me venturing into some more dog portraits. You can see this is like 2000. This is 2011. A little while ago. Well, I just did this recently. I don't know what that's in there. This is just like a 3D paint thing. Alright. There's another dog. It's a little smeary. Thanks. There's a kid face. Kid faces are weird. I don't like this face. Kids have different proportions. And they're harder to draw. And her eye's weird. But that's what happens when you learn. Yeah, the kids have weird faces. This is just figures, like figure class. There's another cat, don't like it. This is another portrait. This was more about this texture. This is like a fleece texture. So it's like little loops. So it was learning how to do the fleece and then the hair. How you take sections of hair. My son says she has a creepy face, but you know. Oh, this is a tattoo I designed like way ago. Here's another dog. Thanks, Craze. This is practicing for a cat that I did. I didn't like it. Oh, here's one I slipped in. Here's from a new one. This is one of the henna designs I've played around with. That's new. It was just on an empty page, so some of them I went back and like, thank you. I did these on like pages that were like, yeah, I just did it with a marker. Like this one too. See, I have like goofs on here, so I just went and did on my goof pages. Don't waste the paper, fill them up. This is a scene from the woods. And if you get in there, it is all just like scribble and scratch. But I might paint this one day. Let's see. Oh, there's another tree. I like dead trees. There you go. Yeah, practice drawing. It'll only help everything else. Oh, this is just a plan for painting. I'm going to paint in my, now that I'm going to have an art studio, I have a wall over here, and I want to take 3 pieces of wood and do a sepia tone birch tree painting. So this is just planning a painting I want to paint. So it's going to be a 3-piece, long and skinny, and these are going to be beech trees on a sepia tone wash. So that's a plan. I'm going to paint those once I get my thing out. Don't know what that is. Oh, here's another henna thingy. This is what I do. I do these while I watch TV. I play with my sketchbook while I watch TV at night. So this is what my sketchbook stuff comes up. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, I can't sit still. I have, like, you know, some issues. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even think I drew that. Somebody else drew that. I don't even know what that is. It's like a face and a raindrop or something. I don't know who drew that. Oh, my son drew this, like, Picasso tree. All right. This one is very, very personal to me. So I don't know how many people, I'll talk about this one for a minute because we have time. Okay. I did this whole drawing in about 10 minutes. If some of you might know from my scopes and some of you might not. I deal with some anxiety and panic attacks. And during one of my breakdown things, I was so mad at like, I just had all this, I was like, just wanted to scream and rip stuff apart. Took my sketchbook and I just started drawing. So, this is me. And if you look close, this is all the crap that, oh, I do, yeah, I do. This is all the crap that I would tell myself about myself. You're ugly, you're beautiful, you know, you're fat, you're a loser, you didn't, you know, like all this stuff that was like raining down on my head of everything that was going, like my head was like a hamster wheel and it was just like driving me it was awful. I was really, really super hard on myself. Literally to the point where my husband picked me up off the floor in our kitchen and had to take me to a doctor. So I'm better now. I've had that, this was a few years ago. But so I had all this crap coming down on me, and it was like that almost 24/7. I was trying to explain to my husband how I felt, and I drew this. And so then at the end, the only word you can see is, only love can save me. So that's the clear message right here. But this was actually something I drew for my husband to try to explain what was going on in my head because I couldn't even find the words for it. Yeah. And this was on my screensaver on my phone to remind me for a while. But, you know, I have bad days once in a while, but pretty much I'm good. So this one was very, very personal. Oh, this is my son. My other son drew this when he was, like, little. Thank you. That's like Nepal or something like that. I think I drew that while watching my friend Swadesh or something. It's like a prayer bell or something. I don't know. Doodles, doodle, doodle, doodles. So this is me. I get bored. I just doodle. So this is me being bored and doodling. I think we're to the part. Yeah, we're pretty much to the newer stuff. This stuff gets good. I've been doodling pretty good lately in here. So I practiced some jewelry doodling. Thank you. This was in a big Sharpie marker, and I was like, oh, I need to get a regular marker. This is like, and there's mistakes. Just wait, like this is a mistake. I didn't like the symmetry. It was getting me pissed off. Didn't like it. Here's another one. Yeah, doodle art. Thank you. See, here's another one. Mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Give up on it. It's not working. So then I came back and I did it right and finished it. So I used the back, which I don't usually use the back of my paper, but you know. Craze, can you put in who's supposed to be up next? Because I don't have the list to know who's supposed to be up next. So like just type in the name, or if whoever's here can say, hey, I'm up next, because I don't have the list in front of me. Jaylee, okay. This is just scribbly scribbles. I tried to do some rosebuds. I don't know. Look at my fingernails are all dirty because I had to go pick mushrooms out of my yard this morning at 7 a.m. so my dogs wouldn't eat them. Oh, here's my ode to Daniel. here's my sort of, I'm gonna take his not thinking style and doodle it. So I did one. I did one. So when I watch his scope, when I watch other people's scopes, I get inspired and I just start drawing stuff, and that's how things happen. Like this is just 3D paint, messing around with 3D paint. It got all over the place. Yeah, it is, right? Look at me just practicing little elements, trying to figure them out. And this is also, see, this is originally a mistake page. So this is a messed up mistake page that I was playing with, and so then I came back and I used it for trying to figure out some different things. Yes. A dragonfly and a butterfly. Henna style. I put some in my mandala I did the other day on Scout. See? Mistake, not working. I have an idea. Mistake, it's not working. I kind of got the pattern to work, but it was too hard, so I didn't do anything with it. I was like, that was too hard to like do it without a ruler or something, which I don't have a ruler. And oh, here's color. I like the shiny metallic ink. Playing around with colors. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's my owl. I messed with that. What else do we have? So you can see as you progress, just practicing things. Oh, there's a big full page blown out. Let's just doodle everything, doodle. That must have been a long movie. I don't even remember what I was watching. Yeah. It was probably a Sunday football game or something. I'm just saying. It's another one. This black rose was a big boo-boo in the middle, and I just tried to turn it into a rose, but it's not very successful. If you get closely, it's just a bunch of scribbles. Oh, but it's the idea that counts, right? I guess I do need cones. I don't know if I'm brave enough to use the cones, you know? Scary. I'd probably do them on paper or something like that. Oh, I did this while I was on my boat. So I was just chilling on my boat listening to music, and just do it. I probably would. So I just did this while I was sitting out on my boat. There was another boat, and I just kind of doodled it up and did like Van Gogh sky, and just having a good time out in the water that day. I bring my sketchbook sometimes, but I usually don't sketch because I'm usually swimming. Oh, here's another Daniel. This is just covering up a goof. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'll take something if you're sending them. There's a mistake under here. I don't know what's under there, so I just started scribbling it out because I was like, oh, that's awful. And I said, oh, we'll turn it into a Daniel scribble. So that's what I did. This is called spaghetti noodles. I don't know. Yeah, it does look like care, don't it? Okay, what do I have? Oh. Here's another henna hand practice. I just traced my hand and drew it. Oh, there's the... Show me your peacock, cock, cock, your peacock. Your peacock, cock, cock, your peacock. Except I was doing this at work, and you guys, like this whole part here should have been coming up from out of here. It's like this stuff was added on after. So this should have been up here, because now it looks like he's pooping leaves or something. This looks like it's a big thing of poop. Just saying. I'm just saying. It doesn't look like it's coming off his body. This part needed to be connected up here. But I didn't think of it as I would do that. I'm planning to do more of these on a black canvas. I have some canvases I want to paint black, and then do this in like I want to paint it, henna paint it like purples and blues and greens. So, whoa, I'm falling off my speaker stand. Right. And then it's like another doodle. You see, guys, look at, I'm standing on my husband's speaker stand in the living room because he was sleeping, and this is the only good light. So I'm like, just stand. That's okay. I was up because my dogs woke me up. I was just laying in bed catching up with you guys. Here's a little doodle D I did. Because now I'm working in, got interested in, okay, now I got interested in the lettering because of SJ and his art of word or text or whatever group. And so when I belong to it, that's how I got into the henna stuff too. When I belong to a group, I like to participate. So whatever the theme of the group is, I try to, yes, I try to practice and do some art that's pertinent to that group. But you've inspired all the stuff I put in the Inspire train. You actually inspired the henna stuff because you introduced me to all those henna people. I'm telling you. And what was the other challenge? Oh, the Pikachu thing. You inspired that Eevee. You inspired Eevee because I had to do that Pikachu week. Or that Pokemon week. So there you go. But so now I've been working on creative lettering. Lettering creatively. And then so I came up with this stuff. Because I said, this came about because I said, oh, I want to do one doodle tonight. I was sitting at home watching TV, and I said, I need one doodle tonight that I could post in both groups. So I did a letter with henna so I could put it in both groups. And that's how that came out. It came out from me being lazy and only wanting to do one doodle. So that's how that happened. Because I wanted to have a creative letter for SJ's group, and I wanted to have a henna thing for the Inspired Minds group, and so I did it all in one. Same with this one. There's something else like, oh, I'm at the end of my book, so it's getting top heavy. Stuff falling out all over the floor. So this one was the same way. I just didn't have time to do a bunch of different ones, so I just... yeah, I just did one for both. It's almost the end and it'll be perfect timing. There's like 5 minutes left. I could take a few questions. I'm almost done. I still have a few more. This is a sneak peek for Monday. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a sneak peek for Monday now. This is going to be a mirror. I'm going to try this on the computer. I'm going to try this on the computer Monday for my Monday scope. So, after a meditation mandala, this is going to be the second half of my scope on Monday. Yeah, open book. So I had to find something I can mirror, and I can mirror everything, and then just take the mirror off and finish the tail. So that's just me coming up with an idea. Alright, so here's some more lettering stuff. So this says create, love, imagine, beautiful heart, emotion, passion, work, magic, my heart. So that's art. Did that at work the other day. And then this one I drew like the ink coming out and keep on going, and like I ran out of ink. So it was like because of all my ink, even though it had a big mistake at the beginning, you just keep on going even until you just can't go anymore because I totally ran out. So that was the thing behind that one. The keep on going. Even though you make mistakes and things get messed up, keep on going until you can't. Well, these are just empty cardstock. Alright, so here's the sketch I did at work. So this is the sketch that I did at work, and literally, I saw a commercial with a Maya Angelou poem in it, which made me think of my favorite poem, which is Phenomenal Woman, and it was running through my head, so I drew it running through a head. I think this is the last one. This is the last one. I don't have anything else in this sketchbook because stuff I did lately has been on the cardstock. But so there's 5 minutes. This is a good poem if anybody doesn't know this poem. Okay. I have Chewy here making a nest in the corner of the living room. Choo-choo, what are you doing? Yes, I love that poem. It's very empowering of being a woman and all different. See, look at. This is Chewy. He's making a nest. Coco, where's Coco? Coco! Coco! Look at my sketchbook papers all on the floor. Kokomo, come here. Where's you at? Oh no, where's you at? Oh gosh, Coco's. Come here, baby. Star time. Her hair's a mess though, they need baths. Oh, now they want food. See? They're waiting for food. Oh! Coco! Chewy! Yeah. He's like, oh, it's my mom. And she's like, oh, I'm going to be crazy. And he's like, you're so crazy. And then, here we go down the hall, guys. I'll show you really quick. This is what happened yesterday. He's gone. And it echoes in here. But this will soon be where I am scoping and drawing from. It's kind of narrow. It's not too bad. So, I have a chalkboard wall that I need to put another layer of chalkboard paint on, but then I can do big designs. I'll draw chalk mandalas and stuff on my wall. Yeah, green is his favorite color. I'll probably keep it and fill it up with my black frames all over. Yes, freehand. And then he left me his crappy desk. Oh, and I guess a tip. I got a tip. Here's my mom tip. Look it. He left me some money. My son Jordan, who moved out yesterday. Yeah. He moved out last night. This was his room. Change. Here, Mom. I left you 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21 cents. I'm rich now. And the dogs, the toys from the dogs that he had in here. Why is it so blurry in here? It's crappy. Oh, and he left me this picture. He left me this picture on his wall. That's my son right here in the middle, making out with the dummy on Halloween. That's my son right there. He moved in with his friend Jordan and Jordan's fiance. But yeah, that's my son at some Halloween thing that was his date. He said everybody else had a date, and his date was this zombie thing. Alright, so everybody, I'm going to go grab some coffee for God's sakes, and everybody else go find Jay Lee. Right? Yeah, he's a good kid. He's happy. Jay Lee, here, Jordan making out with the zombie. Everybody follow Jay Lee 1103, right? Is that it? Jay Lee 1103, I think. Johnny. Okay, guys. Love you guys. Have a great day. I'll be popping in and watching and supporting. Big hearts. Big kisses. Big zombie kisses. Zombie people kisses.